morning, my dear children. Today we are going to study chapter 20 Whose Forest. This lesson, Whose Forest, is about the tribals living in some parts of India like Jharkhand forest and Mizoram forest. It's about their lifestyle, difficulties they face during the urbanization, and their unique methods of farming. In this lesson, the children are going to the forest by singing in their language called Kudak along with their favorite sister called Suryamani. They pick up the fallen leaves and flowers and weave them into necklaces. They enjoy the wild fruits. They look for birds. They jump. They run. They dance. They climb up the trees in the forest. Every Sunday, Suryamani takes them to the forest and shows them how to recognize trees, plants, and animals. Children enjoy this special class in the forest. She tells them learning about the forest is as important as reading the books. We are forest people, Adivasis. Our lives are linked to the forest. If the forests are not there, we too will not remain. Suryamani loves the forest since she was a child. Every day she used to go to school by passing through the forest. Her father has a small bit of land. Her family used to collect the leaves and herbs from the forest and sell these in the bazaar. Her mother would weave the baskets from the bamboo or make leaf plates out of the fallen leaves and sell them for their livelihood. But now, since the Shambhu, the contractor, has come, no one is allowed to pick even a single leaf from the forest. Suryamani says, we the people of forest have a right over it. We look after our forest. We don't cut trees like these contractors do. The forest is like our collective banks, not yours or not mine alone. We take from it only as much as we need. We don't use up all our wealth. But the contractor does not bother for her words. Now, Suryamani's father could no longer support the family on the small bit of land. So he moved to the town in search of work. But still things did not improve. Sometimes there would be no food in Suryamani's house. At times, her uncle Maniya Chacha would send some grain from his small shop to Suryamani's house. Her Chacha tried hard and got admission for Suryamani in a school in Bishanpur. Here, she would not have to pay for the fees, uniforms, and notes to her books. But she has to stay there itself and study. But Suryamani did not want to leave her village and the forest. Maniya Chacha was firm. If you do not study, then what will you do? Go hungry? But Suryamani would argue, why should I go hungry? The jungle is there to help. But then Chacha tried to explain her that, Suryamani, we are being moved away from our forest. Forests are disappearing. In their places, mines are being dug, dams are being built. Believe me, dear, it is important for you to study, to understand about the laws. Maybe then you can help to save our forest. Young Suryamani listened and determined that she would study and work to protect the forest. When Suryamani went to take up the admission at the Bishanpur school, she was very happy to see a thick forest very close to her school. She passed her BA after getting a scholarship. She was the first girl in the village to achieve this. While she was studying in the school, she met Vasavi Didi, a journalist. Suryamani soon joined her and supported her for the Jharkhand Jungle Bachao Andolan, which is a movement to save the forest of Jharkhand. This work took Suryamani to far off towns and cities. Her father did not like this, but still Suryamani continued her work. She started to work for other people or her place. She started to fight for the rights of the village people. Her childhood friend Bijoy also helped her in this work. Suryamani had another friend called Mirchi, a cute little parrot who stayed with her day and night. Suryamani shared all her thoughts and dreams with Mirchi, and Mirchi would listen and say, Ki, Ki. Later on, with the help of Vasavi Didi and others, Suryamani opened a center at the age of 21 and called this center as Tarang, which means jungle in Kodak language. Suryamani wanted her people to sing their own songs and wear traditional costumes on festival days so that they don't forget their music and enjoy wearing their traditional clothes. She insisted the children to learn about herbs, medicines, and the art of making things from bamboo. She took special care for the children in teaching school language and link it with their own language, that is Kudak language. The ran a center for all such activities. Many special books about Kudak community and other Adivasis were collected. Flutes and different types of drums were also kept in Tarang. Whenever there was something unfair, like if someone is afraid that his land and livelihood would be taken away, then they would turn to Suryamani for support. And then she would fight for everyone's right. Suryamani got married with her childhood friend Bijoy and they were working together now. Today, their work is praised by many people. She is invited even in other countries to share her experiences. People of her own area are also raising their voice for a new forest law. Okay? The rest of the chapter will continue in the next class. Okay? Thank you.